Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. On today's episode, let's look at viewing and sorting your music and creating playlists in iTunes. So here in iTunes, I have music selected under Library on the left. This shows all of my songs. Now I have list view selected here. I have 3 different views and we'll take a look at all of them. In list view, I can sort by clicking on any of the column titles. So here I have artists selected and my music is sorted by artists. If I click again, you can see the triangle here to the right of the word artist changes, and now I'm sorting in reverse order. I can click again to sort in ascending order this way. I can sort by name, I can sort by album, genre, or anything here in the top. Now I can change what columns are available in list view by going to View, View Options, or Command J. And then I can use this dialog here to select which columns I want. So for instance, I can add date added and get rid of genre. Click OK, and you can see the columns have changed. I can also move columns around. So for instance, I can click on date added and drag it over here to the left. I can also go in between columns and change the width of any column. Now list view also has a second mode, which is to show album artwork, and there's this little arrow here just to the left of name that you click to turn that on, and now I have album artwork to the left side of all my columns. As I sort by different things, say song name, then I'll get the album artwork for each one of these, even though the album artwork will then repeat because the songs are still listed in name order. There's also something called the column browser. Go to View and then Column Browser and Show Column Browser, and then on the left here I'll be able to quickly access just subsets of my music library, say the artists, by clicking on the artists. I can then change the column browser to include things, say, like genres, and now I have genres and artists, and I can even add albums. So there's all sorts of different ways that I could basically view only parts of my music collection. 2 other ways to view your collection is to use the artwork view, and this will just basically show you the albums you have and the artwork in them. And you can then double click on them and it will dive down into that album and you can see the list. The other way is cover flow, and cover flow is basically the same as column view, where you have your columns here at the bottom, and I can drag up from this area here to increase or decrease the cover flow size. But the columns are basically the same, it's just that as I select different songs, it jumps to the album artwork. Now you can narrow down your music even more by creating your own playlist. Press the plus button at the bottom left corner and then create a playlist name. Once you have one, then in order to put music in it, all you need to do is drag and drop. So for instance, I'll go back to music here and I'll select some songs. Select this one and just drag it into my playlist. This one. This one. The important thing to remember is playlists don't actually contain the songs, they contain links to them. So if you select one and want to remove it, and you can do that by selecting it and then pressing the delete key on your keyboard, it will be removed from the list, but the song is still in your music library. It's just not in this particular playlist. Likewise, you can have multiple playlists that have the same song in them. If you want to rearrange music in your playlist, you can do that by dragging and dropping. You can see I can drag this song here and I can drag it to the end. I can select this song and drag it to the beginning. Now you can only do that when you're sorting by which number the song is in the playlist, which is this first column. And with playlists, you can view them in the different formats. Like for instance, you can do the artwork on the left, you can do it by artwork view, and you can do it in cover flow. You can even turn on the column browser for playlists and narrow down the music in your playlists using the different columns, just like I showed you before. So another way to view your music is to go back to the music library and do searches. So you can search for something, like the name of an artist or the name of a song, and by typing in here in the upper right, it will just narrow down what you see. You could specify whether you want to search all fields or just the artist or album, composer, song, that sort of thing. Click the X to cancel the search and return to viewing everything. You can use searches to quickly find songs for playlists. So for instance, search for something, get your results, select them, and then drag the group to your playlist. There are also smart playlists, which are like saved searches, but that's a topic for another episode. Hope you found this useful. Till next time, this is Gary Rosenzweig with MacMost Now.